Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tractors and Such. I got this transmission. It's for the Sears, the Suburban 10 here, and if it's a little dark here, well, it's the total eclipse, which is April 8th, 2024. But I know it's just going to take a couple days to get edited and out. But anyways, so this is probably not going to really be of a too long video like my usual stuff is, because it's just like some part numbers. So I ain't going to replace these actual shaft seals because they're alright, and plus I don't really want to break these off. Steel goes into aluminum, and that's going to break. I'm afraid that's going to break in, and plus see how that's on there, and yeah. So luckily these are not leaking right now, so I've got some seals here. So I'm going to place this seal right here because it leaks, and this one right here, and it's leaking. And this one was throwing oil, and that's what really caked the whole thing, was this thing right here. So I've got a seal here. This is the shifter boot seal, or the shifter seal, which goes underneath. I gotta take these four out. It's a Husqvarna seal, and there's a part number. Camera will focus. Anyways, part number is 532110542. So it's a Husqvarna seal. And this seal right here, I had to get this special ordered from Napa. It's a CR Seals. Part number is 6523. That's your part number for this. And what I've been doing this morning is I've been cleaning as much of this off as I can, and I'm going to put these seals in, then we're going to clean it up some more, and that'll basically be it on what this video is. So I guess we can go ahead and start replacing some seals. Okay, so we done got the old seal out. We just drilled a screw in there and we pulled it out, and it wasn't really too bad to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the nut off and the little keyway here. And here's your seal. Give me a little grease. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little grease on this seal right here so it'll go on smooth, and so I can do it without damaging it. So got some grease. I'm just going to apply a thin coat on the outside right here. Just so the seal won't collapse whenever you install it. And I'll also put a little coat inside the inner part right here. And put a little on the shaft where it rides on. And then I'll just get it in here. And we're going to need a little socket or something to press it in there evenly, to get it pushed in there evenly with the hammer. I got a little 3/4 socket. It's about what I can find right now. You just want to take your time with this. want it just to be like that right here. Flush. That's the way you want it to be right there. It's flushed. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put the little woodruff key. You don't have to yet, but just so I won't lose it. And I'll just use a hammer with a socket to get that on there. And I guess what we'll move next to is the shifter seal, or the shifter. And see, here's the thing. This is a Sears and Roebuck machine, so you won't find parts for these easily. So, and what you have to do on some of the old obsolete stuff is you'll just have to go try different solutions that you'll have to try and fix something. Because most of the parts you can't really get, but you can get some seals like different brands of other stuff. Seals could work. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get a ratchet, or go get my impact one and get them screws out. Alright, let's try to get these to come out. That's one. Got two. Make sure you keep the washers in line. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I think this is a Tecumseh Peerless transmission. I think it's a Peerless, but I don't know for sure. So that's what most old garden tractors used. And yeah, so because it's got a fork, make sure you got it about centered. And may have to get something in here. Or something. I'm gonna tap on the sides a little. There we go, it's starting to come now. And that seal was bad because it just broke. There's like ooh. Yeah, I'd say that was bad. And that little ball just goes in here. Alright, and it looks like a little water. Well, it's got a little rust along here. But I'd say that ain't really bad at all, because you're working on stuff that's close to 60 years old. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply some grease around this outside, just to help it a little. Alright, so as I remember, it was face down and fits right in there. I need to put a little in that so that metal can slide in there. That ball, probably put a little on that ball just to slide it down on in there. And go ahead and get that on in there. And now I'll go ahead and just snug them down with the impact in an X pattern. And that's the seals done on this. And also, we'll also top it off with some oil. Okay, so it's been a few days later since I worked on this transmission. And, Paul, he painted this. And I'm just going to let it dry here. And don't worry, that brake is actually taped off. It ain't been painted over, it's just been taped off. And yeah, so I think that's where we're going to stop here with the transmission. And hopefully the next moving forward would be the brakes. It's got a little brake band here, and the brake bands are wore out. So we're going to reline it some way. I'll possibly have a video about that on. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video of tractors and such, and hopefully we can get this Sears completed sooner or later. But all like now is the brakes, then we can start reassembly. And yeah, alright, so now I'll go with Paul to the devotion.
Devotion today is Genesis chapter 7, beginning at verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark. For thee have I seen righteousness before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou hast taken to thee by 7, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by 2, male and his female. Of the fowls also of the air by 7, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of the earth. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off of the face of the earth. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of the waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wives, and his sons' wives with him, into the ark, because of the water of the flood. Of all clean beasts, and beasts that were not clean, and of fowls and everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 by 2 unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. Thank you for watching Cade's video today. I'll see you on the next posting.